Right, so back to trade ups. So today, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano yung strategy in case of news events. So basically, hindi natin tinitrade yung mismong news. So what it means is that kung 4 p.m. yung news, 4 p.m. Central European Time, it means that wala tayo dapat position 5 minutes before the news and during the news. So yung position natin dapat after the news event. So for example today, so about news pala, ay kailangan ay yung may FX book nyo at the economic calendar, dapat ay nakacheck lang yung high impact kasi wala tayong paki sa medium at low. So it's not really, doesn't really matter. At saka nakacheck lang dito yung mga major currencies. So yun lang, wala tayong paki sa ibang currencies. Okay, so for example today, we have USD news at 4 p.m. Central European Time. So back to the chart, USD JPY. So originally, higher time frame, bearish. Okay? So kahit wala pa tayong news, alam natin kung ano yung time frame or ano yung trend. So assuming wala pang news, okay, ganito. 4 p.m. lalabas yung yung news. It's already 15:45. So let's go to the higher time frame. So one day. Okay, let's try to delete these things here. Okay, ito meron itong mga markup dito. May mga labels na ako. I mean, break of the structure nakikita ko dito. Here it's obviously uptrending, then suddenly change of character, right? From uptrend, naging downtrend, break of the structure to the downside, and then another break of the structure to the downside. So ito pala ang ipapakita na ng ng change in character that we are about to change trend. So, but of course, usually may mga pullbacks yan. So, kagaya nito, medyo shallow yung pullback. So, dito lang instead of going back to the order block. But you never know in the future, this order block or imbalance. So, by the way, imbalance pala is actually just kung ito yung reference candle natin, white. So, for example, ito yung low ng candle, white candle, at yung third candle, malayo pa yung high niya. So, between this and this, it's called an imbalance. Okay? So, maaaring hindi ko ito na-explain in the previous session, but this is a very important concept in smart money. So, but kung hindi ka sure about imbalance, meron actually akong tinatawag na fair value gap indicator. So, magkukuha mo yan dito sa mga indicator. Just type FBG, fair value gap. Fair value gap. So, I'm not sure kung ano yung gamit ko. Favorites, fair value gap, fair value gap. So, okay, let's check. Age, fair value gap. Okay. So yung fair value gap, automatic siyang mag-highlight kung nasaan yung fair value gap. So ito, example. So the idea here is that price tend to revisit that fair value gap. So for example, ito. So later on in the future, babalik yung price dyan. So ito yung mga magandang entry points kung nasaan yung fair value gap. Also take note na yung fair value gap nagbabago yan every time magbabago ka ng time frame. So ayan. So for example dito, before ng pullback, kung i-rewind natin yung price, malamang ay may fair value gap yan dati. So hanggang dito lang. So okay, let's see kung tinamaan ba talaga yung fair value gap na yan. Ayan, almost. Okay, anyway, so just take note, meron tayong indicator called fair value gap at tingnan nyo yung script, yung pangalan ng indicators, fair value gap. Fair value gap. Makukuha mo yan dito sa indicators. Type fair value gap. I think ito yung ginamit ko kasi mas maraming users yung gumamit sa kanya. 3611, 3611. Alright, so just save it among your indicators and try to use it later. So just an automatic plotting of fair value gap. Alright, so back to the normal dito. Okay, so trend analysis. Uptrend and suddenly downtrend. Break the structure to the downside. But then here, as you can see, uptrend, meron tayo ditong break the structure to the upside. Now back to the blue colors. Also here. So that's uptrend obviously here. But mayroon ulit break up the structure to the downside. Up. So ito breakout pero nag-fail. Ito. So red again. And dito nagkaroon ng equal lows. So nagra-ranging yung price at this level. So maaaring pagbalik siya ng price, mag-stop hunt below the equal lows, then bounce back. But now we can see this leg here, which is trying to continue to this direction. Let's analyze the 4 hours. So okay, so this is downtrend. And this is okay, so here break of the structure to the upside. Another break of the structure to the upside. Then, so ito yung previous 2 weeks high. Okay. Then high of the previous week, which as you can see, it failed. Nag-attempt mag-breakout, but nag-fail. So it's a false breakout. So false breakout from the previous week high, which also triggered a break of the structure to the downside. And another break of the structure to the downside, which means that we are bearish in this leg. So possibilities also is that babalik muna dito and then continue to the downward move. Or we should also not discount that we go back to this level and then continue to the downward move. So okay, so bearish tayo. So bearish. So kailangan alam natin kung ano yung direction or trend bias sa higher time frame, and bearish tayo sa kailangan red. Okay? So ngayon, dahil mayroong news na paparating, bearish din yung dapat na ating bias. Pero yung idea dito is that pag magkaroon ng ibang behavior na hindi na bearish, then in that case, we won't trade that. So, in our pag alam na natin sa higher time frame na bearish tayo, then go down to 15 minutes. Okay, now, sa 15 minutes ay dito na yung ating daily analysis, right? 30 minutes pala muna. Kasi dito sa 30 minutes ay makikita natin yung setup sa weekly. In the how is the price in relation to the previous week high and low. So maganda ang ginagawa usually is to mark the previous week high and previous week low para matansya natin na saan ba yung current price. O for example, ito yung last Friday high and low. Piliin natin yung dark mode, okay? Ito yung last Friday high and low. And as you can see, Monday nag-breakout, which is a very important event, which makes the pair very interesting. Alam natin na higher time frame is bearish. So we want to see breakout in the stop hunt of the previous week high. So ito yun. Let's label some parts. Previous week high, PWH. Okay, breakout. Ito yun. Breakout. So now, ito yung Monday range, high and low of the Monday. But okay, now we go to the 15 minutes. So nag-breakout sa previous week high. So ano ba yung last leg na yan, or ano yung last swing that caused the breakout? So ito yun, di ba? So ito yun. So meaning to say, dapat kapag mag-pullback yung price, in order for us to stay bullish, dapat hindi mag-break down itong level na to. Kasi kapag nag-breakdown, we will consider this breakout as a false breakout. So it's a very important info. Kapag nag-breakout, kapag nag-breakout, tapos nag-breakout, it's actually a breakout of the previous week high and the breakout of the previous day high. Kasi Friday high to at the same time previous week high. So dalawa, which makes it as an A plus setup kasi dalawa yung high na reference natin. Weekly high, previous day high. So A plus. So bakit ganon? Kasi kapag breakout sa weekly high, ibig sabihin yung the other or the opposite end of it, if in case reversal trade yung gagawin natin, malayo pa yung range ng previous week low. Kasi kung ito yung high, andito pa yung low. So which makes it a very attractive trade, especially that we are actually bearish and the price is pushing up. So this is the pump setup. So and then we are going to trade the dump. Okay, so anyway, that's a good info for this pair. Okay, delete muna natin yung mga unnecessary colors here. Okay, so this is yung last leg ng breakout, diba? And in order for us to stay bullish, bullish on this kasi breakout. So price must hold above this low of the last leg. Kasi pag nag-breakdown yung price, and then in that case, this is now a bearish move. So, explain ko mamaya how to trade this. Okay, kasi mayroon akong part na hindi na-explain during the mentorship, and my backtesting helped me to realize this part. So now we will focus on the news trade. So we know that this is a bearish trade, di ba? So anyway, for now, let's mark up yung mga break of the structure to the downside. For example, ito, this is BOS session bear, so red. Ito rin. Okay. Let's stay there. Let's maintain muna natin itong green para mamaya. Okay. Bearish. We have an order block here after a session. Itong S-boss, meaning session breakup structure. So, ito yung order block. As you can see, nag-respect yung price at the order block. Bearish OP. So, Tuesday, ito yung high and low na ngayon ng Monday. Establish the high and low of the week. Okay, so meron tayong Monday range, we have high, we have low. And what happened during the Tuesday? Nag-stop hunt muna sa low. And then push up to the order block. So we have here a session break. Boss. Session break. Another session break. So break ng London high. But as you can see, it's a hesitation kasi nag-break pero nag-close below the high. And then it offered us the short trade. Anyway, so this is not yet the news trading. So pinapakita ko lang yung strategy. Okay, let's go to the news trading now. So we know that we should be short, right? Kasi ito order block. So nagkaroon pa ng rejection for 2 p.m. And then ito yung last leg bago nag-attempt for a breakout, at ito yung last leg na yan. Ito yung very important line or price level. Sa baba nito, mga stop losses ng long sumakay, nag-induce to go long. And then dito, as you can see, it tried to go down, and then suddenly go down. But the most important time is the 4 p.m. So this is now a breakdown at yung news event ay nag-trigger lang ng further down. Okay, so ito yung candle na yan. Bam! So before the news, dapat alam na natin yung bias at alam natin yung mga important levels. So ano yung mga important levels ito? Order block. Ano pa? So, alam natin na bearish yung bias. So, kung nagpa-pump ito before the news, malamang dump yung susunod after the news. So, ito yung theory natin before pa man mag-announce ng news, di ba? So we will bet for the shorting. Kasi kung yung mangyari is that ito yung important levels tapos during the news, hindi papunta sa ba yung movement kundi nagkaroon ng breakout dito. So that invalidates now our theory. So it's better not to trade that. So okay. So ngayon ay focus tayo sa news. So by the way, meron tayong news indicator na na-discover ko lang last weekend. At ito yung news event na yan ay na-send ko na via email. So MWF news event. So ito yun. High impact news. So yung default niya, ipakita ko lang yung title. Name ng indicator is high impact news. Makikita nyo yan dito sa indicator. Type nyo lang yung pangalan. Then copy it to your chart and save. Okay, so settings niya, 3 days yan. Actually, pwede pa yan ma-extend pero wala pa akong time to modify the script. But I can extend it to Monday to Friday. But anyway, let's just use the default one. So we have Monday. I have set it already. Ako yung nag-send to Monday from 8 to 17 na news. And then binago ko yung symbol, yung original icon is just a clock. Dito parang newspaper yung ano ko ilagay. Tuesday, Wednesday. So of course, sinave ko. Of course, hindi yan covered yung Thursday, Friday. So ginawa ko ay gumawa ako ng another template that covers Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Para one click na lang siya. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay, so since the news today is Tuesday, so ito yung gamitin ko, MWF News Event. As you can see, napakita niya dito na may news na lalabas at 4 p.m. So it's just for me to be, you know, quickly aware na nandito yung news. Although, of course, you should refer always to this. Ito yung ultimate na news calendar. At again, high impact lang. Okay, and then major currencies. So ito, it lets me be aware of the news event kahit hindi ko pa chine-check yung my effects book at also good for backtesting, you know, that pag mayroong news na labas, di mo kailangang alamin kung anong news, basta mayroong news. Right, so okay, my 4 p.m. news. So basically, yeah, good to go. You need to trade. At again, kailangan mong alamin yung mga important levels. For example, kung nandito yung current price, so probably ito yung isa sa mga targets, low of the previous day. Dito. Isa ito sa mga target. Ano pa? Low of the previous week. Or order blocks. So Friday, ito bullish, diba? So may mga levels tayo dito na mga important level. So ito is already plotted. So ito naman is low of this Wednesday last week. London low and an order block at the Asian session. This is important level. So ito rin, mayroong imbalance naman. Before nag-breakout, may imbalance na hindi pa na-test. So mga important levels yan. At ito naman ay important kasi ito yung low of the previous week. So yan ang mga possible targets so during the news. But of course, during the news, Pwede kang maglagay ng dalawang position. Kapag yung first position mo ay nakaabot na ng 2 hour, take it out and leave the rest up to the target. Okay, so 4 p.m. news. Let's go to a lower time frame. Teka lang, label ko lang kung saan tayo titingin kasi minsan it's hard to find. So 1 minute yung ginagamit ko. 4 p.m. dapat. So 4 p.m. So 4 p.m. As you can see, what's happening here is that okay, balik muna sa 5 minutes. Alright, so ito. So before the news. So ito yung news, di ba? As you can see, meron na tayo dito test today order block. So actually, it's already a shorting opportunity. And then, ito naman yung swing high bago nagkaroon ng last swing. Yeah, so this is also an important level to watch. So breakout and then ito nag-coil at nagkaroon pa ng pin bar. So it's a hesitation to go to a higher price. So pin bar, it's an indication of weakness of the price to go higher. So pin bar, after the pin bar, engulf, then consolidate, engulf. At nag-break siya dito. So itong mga indication to ng weakness ng price. And you can really trade this. Even this one, pull back to that order block, that's also an entry opportunity. So kahit before the news, there is already it's already a indication of the possible direction after the news. Also in confluence sa higher time frame bearish bias. So maraming confluence. Okay. So ito, paano ka maka-entry dito is dahil dito. Break out of this and then wait for a pullback. Break out and pullback. So enter ka dito. So okay. Anyway, dahil hindi natin gusto mag-trade before news, so let's say hindi ka naka-enter dyan, but you know that you are already bearish, right? So bearish bias yung ating trade. So ito naman yung low of the London. So alam natin na very, very important level yan. Low of the London. So low of the London, important level. So now let's go to the 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute yung gagamitin natin for trading the news. But for plotting, of course, you still use the usual time frame. Okay, so before the news, like 10 minutes before, nagkaroon muna ng pump. And then news. So, yung gagawin mo, during the news, hindi mo iti-trade yung first 1 minute. Okay, don't trade the first 1 minute kasi usually it's a stop hunt. Okay, so ngayon, after the news is announced, 4 p.m., bam, 1 minute candle. So this is now telling us that confirmed the bearish move yung ginagawa niya. Okay, then the next step is to wait for the first bounce. First bounce, so meaning to say that mag-wait ka ng candle na white. So kung red, then white. So wait mo yan. Nag-appear na yung white. Yung gagawin mo, kunin mo yung range ng white na yan. And then, once nag-break down yung price ito, you enter a short order and place your stop loss just a little bit above this. So above this. So ngayon, you entered here, stop loss here. So if you are right, then you should take advantage of that minimum 3 hour or hold it until the target prices are met. So yung nilabel natin na target price kanina. So yun know, itong blue. So it was a very, very important. Another target price, by the way, is the previous day low. Pero yung previous day low is too close. Teka. Lalasahin na muna natin. So ito yung previous day low. Ito yung previous day low, yung yellow. So yung yellow yung previous day low. So okay, so actually yung nangyari is that so we cannot take it as a target price kasi dyan nag-umpisa pa lang yung trade natin. So but ang makikita natin dito is that may breakdown ng price sa previous day low and close below the previous day low, which indicates that winipe out na yung mga stop losses below the low of the previous day. And now the price consolidated, so it makes sense to go short. Consolidate, 1 bar stop, and then take out the first position after 2 hour, and then leave the rest for more profits. And hold that until the next target profit, either here or here. Depende kung ano yung maabutin niya at gamitan mo ng time stop. Time stop. So time stop is like 6 p.m. that 1 hour after the news. 2 hours after the news. Wala ka ng position. So that's it. So basically that's it. So magamit mo rin ito when the market is bullish. So just reverse mo lang yung idea. So wait for this first bounce. So ito yung first type, yung pinaka-easiest way to trade is this one. May high momentum candle. So prerequisite in high momentum candle, then first bounce and put 1 bar stop and then trade. And okay, so another type is next time ay ipapakita ko yan is that instead of having this 1 bar stop, ay nagaganon muna yung price. So halimbawa ito yung news break of the structure, di ba? So minsan ito yun. Gagawin niya 1 push, 2 push, 3 push to that breakout point. Then abangan mo naman yung rejection dito and go for the short order and looking for more. Ito naman, you need more patience, but once you can catch it, mas malaking reward kasi nag-pullback muna, then malaki pang space papunta sa baba. So that's it for now. Next time ulit. So siguro next time explain ko naman itong type of news trade na mayroong 1, 2, 3 push before dump.